closing any year, and we will get more than 1,000% up. So, well, it's up to anyone. You guys can write to me in the comments any thoughts, and we can move on to triple Q, which is the Nasdaq 100, the 100 most powerful in tech economy, and which is the same than this future Nasdaq futures. And this has been also one of my biggest positions, and the same as UPRO, it has an leverage ETF. Actually, I'm just in triple Q, which is the ETF, the regular ETF. You can see it's the same trend, the same moves, but the T triple Q is the leverage ETF. You can see almost the same moves, but are exacerbated because of the leverage potential. So this correction was over 30%, but I bought like around here most of my position in 8th of May, and well, I sold some around here, and just no, excuse me, around here, just because of the, or around here, yes, more or less, after the approval of the, well, not the approval, it was the publication of the results of Pfizer and Moderna in its efficiency of vaccination. And its efficiency for both of those vaccines they were around 95, or well, at least more than 90%. So those were very good numbers, and you can see that the tech economy didn't take it that well, because, well, you guys can think that if we all get vaccinated and got the herd immunity, we don't need to keep working from home. And so some of the companies in the Nasdaq 100 were penalized, at least some points. So I started to sell some of these positions, and I will show you maybe later when I closed my whole positions in T triple Q. Actually, I didn't actually close my whole position in T triple Q. I just moved to triple Q, because if it keep climbing like it did, I didn't miss some of these gains. So yes, as I have always said, you don't know the future, so you might be wrong. So if you want to keep a little bit, it's up to anyone. This ETF FNGU is also leveraged, but at least you can see that actually right now the one of the biggest positions is UPRO, and it's leverage. So actually leverage, I have like 6% and 14% or 27% leverage. I guess Chow also is leverage, and this is from China. And yes, you have seen those graphs, and it's up to anyone who want to take the risk and take advantage of the leverage. And we finally got like a uh, swash sign for the recovery of the economy, and this swash might be ending, so it can have a not such a steeper trend for the revenue, but it will be okay. Yes. This is the first topic for today, like the high market valuations. And so, yes, some analysts have talked about these potential markets. Like if you find US like is too expensive right now, um, these guys are. I guess I took this from Bloomberg, and they have talked very good about Thailand, Russia, South Korea, Taiwan, Malaysia, and you got Brazil and China is not very well ranked, but anyway, they forecast growth for 2021 above 8%. Maybe some of this information has already been taken in its ETFs. We will see. We will see. But if you guys are interested in investing or diversifying in your portfolio, you can take this into consideration. And for me, I will stick to um, this pie, and I will keep you updated of the last moves, and hope we can have get the best of the market. I will move on and accelerate a little bit. So FNGU, it's FANG, is the same FANG. Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. And pretty comfortable with this position. And TNA is the Russell 200 and it's leverage. So it has a very good behavior in the last 2 months. Let me show you a little bit. Yes, I bought this ETF around this point, or this point, more or less. And this such a high appreciation is because of the start of the approval of the vaccines. Yes, we got here like the around the studies and the efficiency or the publication of the efficiency of the vaccines, and here the start of the vaccination. So the Russell 200 are not so big companies, might be like small businesses or medium businesses with high potential in the opening economy. And yes, maybe we can keep this position open, being levered for 1 month, maybe 2 months. It might be one of the best sectors rewarded in 2021. You got Shao, which is like the Nasdaq 100, but for China, and also leverage. In the whole 2020, it is above. It's around 60%. I don't remember exactly what I sold for to start buying this ETF. But as I heard lately, I guess it was Shama. I will show you some of my mentors later, but he quoted to Buffett. It's not about timing the market. It's not like to get the most out of the market. It's not timing it like selling around here and buying around this point and selling around this point and buying at this point, because you don't know if it's going to pull back from this point on or if it's going to continue to grow. But it's about not timing, but time in the market. But time in the market is more for the S&P or the Nasdaq, because the most time you are in the market, because well, we were looking at China, we don't know, it's the second most powerful economy, but it's not the most. So the US economy has been growing for many years, and it's pretty strong. So we can almost bet with our eyes closed that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. So yes, around almost 10 years with the Nasdaq, we will be 500, about 500% up, which is amazing, just amazing. Even the guys who sold around this point, thinking that the economy will crack, uh, well, the economy once again proved them wrong, and we got those spectacular, maybe not written in history growth, or maybe around here with the trade war between Donald Trump and China, Xi Jinping. Yes, just the time in the market. So what I mean by that is that I didn't sell and just keep cash in my portfolio because you know the inflation. But I just move. As soon as I got some money, I just put in at least um, Standard and Poor's or the Nasdaq 100 or any other position or sector which I see some potential. But unless we are like this extended or expensive market, maybe I will keep some money in cash, but not for too long, or maybe trying to find a sector not that extended. Um, and yes, but just keep the money working, not in cash. So as soon as I got some cash saved, I I moved to my portfolio and hope not to keep in cash for too long. And once it's invested, I just try to move, let's say, from SHIC to ARKK or away or KBWB, which is the financial sector. Actually, talking about financial sector, that the Fed allowed some banks to start to buyback share buybacks, and it's very good news for the banks and the shareholders of these companies. So yes, just move from one sector to another, but try not to keep money in cash because of the inflation and the cost of opportunity cost. So the potential bull markets for me at the moment are rocket, which is the kind of traveling, but for spaceships and jets and airplanes, etc. And tourism companies like Hawaii. And it has also some um, technology into the tourism sector. You got actually Airbnb. This is more or less actively managed phone. So they in some months or from time to time they change some positions. Well, it tries to be a very well known ETF in its sector. So this is why they bought Airbnb. Even as the IPO has been this month. So yes, we hope We have heard some not very good news about the jets. Actually, I once opened this, bought some from jets ETF. Let's put it daily, but sold and changed it for rocket, because rocket is not just for traveling but for space exploration and satellite industry, and maybe we can go to Mars in some years from now. So there is pretty good potential for rocket. And maybe this video is pretty long right now. We will see how to upload it. Yeah. So those are the bull markets for me, as well as the financial sector, and AR and TAN and QCLN are the solar energy, also with great growth in 2020. SCHD is some for stands for some of the financial and fintech sector, and is pretty diversified. It has also Procter and Gamble and consumer and cyclicals and discretionary, etc. So yes, I will. I guess I will leave this video for now. I hope you guys have a very great 2021, a very healthy 2021, and hope your comments in this video. I guess there is too much subject and topics to talk about. So yes, wish you the best and stay safe and healthy with good healthy habits, not only food but exercising, and yes, studying, reading, and making all the good stuffs that make you guys happy. So goodbye.